I never thought trust could be so fragile until that night changed everything. It started when I noticed unusual messages on my girlfriend's phone. At first, I told myself I was imagining things, maybe reading too much into nothing. But the feeling in my gut was impossible to ignore. Something was off, and I knew I had to find out what it was. She was texting my friend's best friend in a way that didn't feel casual or innocent. Hidden jokes, subtle comments that seemed harmless, but something in them made my chest tighten. I watched quietly, careful not to let them notice, observing their every glance and every gesture. The tension grew with every passing day, and I began to keep mental notes of times, places, and actions. I noticed small tells. The way she quickly glanced at her phone when I walked into the room. The faint smirk that didn't match her words. The nervous gestures that contradicted what she said. Every detail became part of the puzzle. I replayed conversations in my mind, noticing nuances I had missed before. It became clear she was hiding something, and I needed to uncover it carefully. I began gathering evidence systematically. Screenshots, messages, timestamps, even minor details about her movements. I hid everything in a secure folder on my phone, making sure she had no idea. I reread every message, paying attention to tone, wording, and hidden meanings. Each revelation made the situation heavier, but I knew I had to remain calm and patient. I couldn't confront her without proof, not yet. The night of the party arrived. Music, chatter, laughter filled the room. But for me, every sound was amplified, every movement under microscope. I watched them from across the room, laughing and talking as if nothing had happened. Inside, my stomach churned. This was my moment. I had the proof. I had to reveal the truth carefully, without losing control. I approached them slowly, my friends behind me. I showed the screenshots, the messages, everything I had collected. The room went silent. Eyes widened. Shock filled the air like a heavy curtain. Her face turned pale. The best friend looked everywhere but at anyone. The casual masks they wore, the smiles they thought concealed everything, vanished instantly. She tried to speak, tried to explain, but the evidence left no room for excuses. I watched the web of lies unravel before my eyes. Every manipulation, every secret, every hidden plan exposed. Whispers spread across the room, glances bounced around. Some people tried to hide their shock. Others couldn't. The tension was unbearable. I took a step back, letting the moment unfold naturally. Then it hit me, the full truth. She had been planning this for a long time. Manipulating friendships, creating chaos, controlling how people acted around her. We were all pawns in her game, following her steps unknowingly. The fragility of trust had never felt so real. I reflected on all the small signs I had ignored before, the fleeting glances, the hushed laughter, the inconsistencies in her stories. Everything made sense now. Patience and observation had been my allies. Betrayal never stays hidden forever. It shows itself in subtle cracks, gestures, and expressions. After that night, friendships were shaken. Some broken beyond repair, some remained but changed forever. Some people walked away quietly, others stayed, unable to comprehend fully. The lessons were clear. Trust is fragile. Honesty is powerful, and patience reveals hidden truths. Even now, the memory weighs on me, reminding me that deceit cannot remain hidden indefinitely. I realized silence and careful observation often teach more than confrontation. Watching and waiting allowed the truth to reveal itself naturally. Every small sign, every gesture, every hidden intention became visible in its own time. The loudest betrayals are those finally revealed, leaving no room for excuses. Patience and awareness can turn confusion into clarity. Even years later, I remember the faces, the reactions, and the weight of the truth. Appearances can be deceiving. Actions speak louder than words. Deception leaves traces, visible to those who are attentive enough to notice. Trust must be earned, observed, and preserved carefully, because once broken, it leaves permanent scars. The night taught me about patience, vigilance, and clarity. I learned to notice the subtle signals that reveal hidden intentions. I learned that betrayal may hide temporarily, but the truth always surfaces eventually. The small, seemingly insignificant details carry the greatest weight. Every glance, every word, every movement can speak volumes if you are paying attention. That night, I realized how important it is to stay calm under pressure. Rushing leads to mistakes. Confrontation without evidence can backfire. Observation and patience reveal the full picture, layer by layer. When the truth emerges, it is undeniable and permanent. It leaves no room for lies, no shelter for excuses. Betrayal is loudest when it is finally exposed. It leaves a mark that cannot be erased, a lesson that cannot be forgotten. Trust, once broken, reshapes relationships and perspectives forever. Patience, vigilance, and careful observation are essential tools to navigate deception. The most important truths are often revealed in the quietest moments. Even now, I reflect on that night, the lessons it taught me, and the impact it had. Every action, every glance, every secret plan left traces that could not be hidden. From that moment on, I noticed the subtle, the hidden, the quiet signals of intention. Trust is fragile, betrayal is revealing, and patience always wins in the end. The lessons I learned will stay with me forever, shaping how I see the world, relationships, and myself. Betrayal always reveals itself. Watch carefully, trust wisely. Have you ever caught someone betraying your trust? What did you do? In the next story, someone's secret goes even deeper than this. Stay tuned. If you like this story, hit subscribe for more shocking confessions. Trust is fragile.